Picture a world teetering on the edge of chaos, where global conflict is no longer just a theoretical concern. Where would you go to find a sanctuary? Today, we're counting down the top 10 safest African countries to be in if World War III erupted. Buckle up, because you're in for some surprises. Number 10. Malawi, located in southeastern Africa, is often referred to as the warm heart of Africa due to its friendly people and absence of military conflicts. Since gaining independence in 1964, Malawi has enjoyed a relatively peaceful existence, characterized by democratic governance and periodic peaceful transitions of power. The country's military, while not particularly large, is regarded as professional and disciplined. It has participated in various peacekeeping missions across Africa, gaining experience and skills valuable for national defense. Malawi's lack of strategic military targets and its non-involvement in external disputes reduce its attractiveness as a target in a global conflict. Economically, Malawi is primarily agricultural, but has some mineral resources like uranium that could be strategically important. However, its economy is more insular, reducing dependency on global trade, which could be a benefit in times of worldwide instability. Malawi enjoys good relations with its neighboring countries and is a member of regional bodies like the African Union and the Southern African Development Community, SADC, which could offer diplomatic and possibly military support in times of conflict. Moreover, the Malawian society is fairly cohesive, with multiple ethnic groups coexisting peacefully. These social, economic, and political factors make Malawi another candidate for being a safe haven in the event of World War III. Number 9. Swaziland, Eswatini, formerly known as Swaziland, is a landlocked country in southern Africa. Although it is one of the smaller countries in Africa, its relative stability makes it a consideration for safety during a global conflict like World War III. Eswatini is a monarchy, and while it has not fully embraced democratic reforms, it has largely avoided significant civil unrest or violent conflicts since gaining independence in 1968. Geographically, the country is surrounded by Mozambique to the northeast and South Africa to the west, south, and southeast. Its borders are not in dispute, and it maintains cordial relationships with its neighbors. The kingdom has no history of external military aggression, which decreases the likelihood of it becoming a target in global conflicts. Eswatini has a mixed economy, with agriculture, manufacturing, and services contributing to its GDP. The country's close economic ties with South Africa could provide a buffer against economic challenges during a global crisis. Additionally, Eswatini's modest but competent military force focuses primarily on internal security rather than regional or global engagement. Socially, Eswatini is relatively homogeneous, with most of its population belonging to the Swazi ethnic group. This lack of ethnic diversity reduces the chance of internal divisions in times of crisis, allowing the nation to present a unified front. Overall, Eswatini's low profile in international conflicts, stable relations with neighboring countries, and internal social cohesion make it a potential sanctuary during times of worldwide strife. Number 8. Rwanda. This country has undergone a remarkable transformation since the 1994 genocide, emerging as one of Africa's most stable and promising countries. Situated in East Africa and bordered by Uganda, Tanzania, Burundi, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Rwanda is landlocked but has made significant strides in governance, security, and social cohesion. The country has a strong centralized government and a capable military force, which have been critical in maintaining internal stability. Rwanda's leadership prioritizes national unity, which has significantly reduced ethnic tensions that once plagued the country. This focus on internal unity and governance could be crucial in times of external conflict, allowing for a coordinated and unified response. Rwanda's economy is diversified, spanning agriculture, manufacturing, and services, including a growing technology sector. This economic stability would be vital in sustaining the nation during times of global uncertainty. Rwanda has also actively participated in peacekeeping missions, indicating a capable and experienced military. While Rwanda's geographical location does border some less stable countries, its internal stability and lack of strategic military targets make it less likely to be a focal point in a global conflict. Given these factors, Rwanda stands as an example of resilience and stability, making it a relatively safer option in the event of a world war. Number 7. Lesotho. This is a unique country in that it is entirely surrounded by South Africa, giving it both strategic advantages and vulnerabilities. Its mountainous terrain provides natural barriers that make it a defensible position. The country's highest points are over 3,000 meters, which could prove to be a tactical advantage in deterring potential invasions. Politically, Lesotho has maintained a constitutional monarchy, and while it has had its share of political unrest, it remains stable relative to other countries. Given its geographic situation, Lesotho maintains a close relationship with South Africa, a country with a robust military and economy, which could provide added layers of security and support. Although Lesotho's economy is not as strong as other nations on this list, it does have natural resources like water and diamonds. In the context of a global conflict, these resources could become increasingly valuable. Also, its compact size means that maintaining internal control and security could be more manageable, even with a smaller military force. The country has little history of external military engagement and generally maintains diplomatic relations that are peaceful. This lack of aggressive foreign policy further reduces the likelihood of it becoming a target in a global conflict. Overall, Lesotho's mountainous geography, diplomatic relations, and lack of strategic military importance make it a potential safe haven during a world crisis like World War III. Number 6. Zambia. Zambia is situated in southern Africa and is known for its peaceful nature and lack of military conflicts. Since its independence in 1964, Zambia has had a history of political stability, underscored by peaceful transitions between governing parties. The country has also maintained healthy relations with its neighbors, reducing the likelihood of border conflicts. Geographically, Zambia is landlocked but has a variety of natural resources, including copper, that could sustain it economically. Although it has several neighboring countries, its lack of border disputes and policy of non-interference in other nations' affairs make it less likely to be dragged into external conflicts. Zambia's military is designed more for peacekeeping roles and internal security rather than offensive capabilities, which aligns with its general stance of neutrality. This focus on internal security could be a strength in maintaining order and stability during times of global conflict. The nation also prides itself on its rich cultural heritage and social diversity, with over 70 ethnic groups coexisting peacefully. This social harmony would be a significant asset in crisis times, allowing the country to focus on defense rather than internal strife. Given these factors, geographical, political, military, and social, Zambia could potentially be a haven in the face of a world conflict like World War III. Number 5. Ghana. Located in West Africa, Ghana is often heralded as one of the most stable democracies on the continent. The country has seen several peaceful transitions of power and maintains a multi-party system. These political attributes contribute to its internal stability, which would be essential during times of global conflict. Ghana has a relatively strong military force and has participated in numerous peacekeeping missions across Africa. While its military is not as sizable as some other nations, it is well trained and equipped. The presence of a competent military force contributes to national security and could serve as a deterrent against potential aggressors. Economically, Ghana is resource-rich, with significant reserves of gold and cocoa. These resources provide a level of economic self-sufficiency that could sustain the country during a global crisis. Ghana also maintains healthy relations with its neighboring countries and has no significant ongoing territorial disputes, another factor contributing to its safety. Culturally, Ghana is diverse but has managed to maintain a relatively high level of social cohesion. Ethnic and religious tensions are low, and the country scores well on human rights indicators. This internal unity would be an asset in times of global unrest, making it easier for the nation to focus on external threats. Overall, Ghana's political stability, robust economy, and strong sense of national unity make it a good candidate for safety in a scenario like World War III. Number 4. Seychelles, an island nation in the Indian Ocean consisting of 115 islands. This geographical dispersion provides a natural barrier against invasion, making it a strategically difficult target. Like Mauritius, its island status allows for easier control of its maritime borders, further boosting its defensibility. Seychelles has a history of political stability, with peaceful transitions of power and a multi-party democratic system. It has also committed itself to environmental sustainability and conservation, including declaring almost a third of its marine area as a protected zone. This focus on long-term sustainability could also be seen as a form of future-proofing against potential global conflicts. In terms of economics, Seychelles relies heavily on tourism, but it also has a growing offshore financial sector. While tourism might take a hit during global conflict, the financial sector could provide the necessary economic backup. Seychelles is also not known to be involved in any international conflicts or disputes, and it maintains a neutral stance in international politics, further adding to its credentials as a safe haven. The nation's social fabric is also robust, characterized by a diverse culture that includes various ethnicities living together peacefully. All these factors, geographical, political, economic, and social, combine to make Seychelles a strong contender if World War III began. Number 3. Mauritius, also an island nation situated in the Indian Ocean, well known for its stable government, strong economy, and excellent social services. Its island geography offers it a layer of natural protection, making it difficult for an invading force to establish a foothold easily. As an island country, Mauritius would also have the ability to control its maritime borders carefully, making it a defensible location. In terms of governance, Mauritius is a democratic country with a history of peaceful power transitions. It is considered one of the least corrupt nations in Africa, which contributes to internal stability. Politically, Mauritius has often remained neutral in international conflicts and has focused on diplomacy as its primary means of foreign interaction. This stance makes it less likely to be entangled in global disputes. Economically, Mauritius has a diversified base that includes tourism, textiles, and sugar. This economic stability could be crucial in times of conflict, providing the financial resources required for defense and public services. The country also has no significant ethnic tensions or civil unrest, adding another layer of internal stability. Therefore, Mauritius's combination of geographical isolation, political neutrality, and economic stability make it a relatively safe destination in the event of global turmoil like World War III. Number 2. Namibia. Located in southwestern Africa, Namibia is often cited as one of the continent's most stable countries. It has a democratic government, a robust legal framework, and a free press. Namibia's geographical location also contributes to its relative safety. It shares its western border with the Atlantic Ocean and is largely surrounded by stable countries like Botswana and South Africa. With a sparse population distributed over a vast land area, Namibia offers plenty of room for its inhabitants. Its military is not expansive but is sufficiently trained and equipped for internal security. Moreover, the country is rich in natural resources like diamonds and uranium, which could sustain it economically in times of global crisis. The Namib and Kalahari deserts add a natural layer of defense, making the logistics of an invasion difficult. Namibia's historical stance of not involving itself in external conflicts also plays in its favor. Thus, the combination of geographical isolation, political stability, and a self-sufficient economy make Namibia a potentially safe haven in the face of global warfare. Number 1. Botswana. Botswana is often highlighted as one of Africa's most stable countries, with a strong reputation for good governance and rule of law. Located in the southern part of Africa, it is landlocked, sharing borders with Namibia, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and South Africa. Botswana's political environment has been characterized by a multi-party constitutional democracy, which is a key factor contributing to its stability. The country is not strategically placed in terms of international conflicts, meaning it lacks high-value targets that would attract foreign invasion. Also, Botswana's distance from major global hotspots makes it less likely to be directly impacted by international disputes. In terms of military capability, Botswana Defense Force, BDF, is a small but well-equipped force designed more for maintaining internal order rather than external aggression. Furthermore, Botswana has a low population density, providing ample space for its citizens and any potential refugees. Its economy is one of the most stable in Africa, mainly driven by diamond mining, which could sustain the country financially in the event of global conflict. The government has also invested heavily in infrastructure and education, which contributes to a stable internal environment. All these factors combined make Botswana a potentially safe destination during a global crisis like World War III. As we've explored, even in a scenario as dire as World War III, there are African nations that offer a degree of safety and stability. We've seen that political stability, economic resilience, and social cohesion can provide a sanctuary in times of global crisis. It's about not just surviving, but thriving, even when the world is upended. Now, it's your turn to join the conversation. If World War III were to break out, which of these African countries would you consider seeking refuge in? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video informative and engaging, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Stay safe and take care.